In the shadowed halls of Eldridge Manor, where dust dances in the faint moonlight filtering through cracked, stained-glass windows, Alara Voss stands before a forbidden door. The air is thick with the scent of aged wood and forgotten secrets. Her heart pounds as she turns the rusted key, a relic passed down from her grandmother. The door creaks open, revealing a chamber shrouded in cobwebs. At its center, a large mirror framed in twisted silver vines gleams unnaturally. Alara approaches, her reflection staring back with eyes that seem to hold a hidden plea. Suddenly, the glass ripples like water disturbed by an unseen hand. A whisper emanates from within, blood calls to blood. The veil thins. Alara gasps, stepping closer, her fingers trembling as they reach toward the surface. What horrors lie beyond this enchanted threshold? The room grows colder, and shadows stir in the corners, as if awakening from centuries of slumber. Alara's fingertips brush the mirror's surface, and a jolt surges through her body. Visions flood her mind. Flashes of her ancestors in this very room, performing dark rituals under blood-red moons. She sees a woman who looks remarkably like her, clad in archaic robes, chanting incantations that summon ethereal spirits. The whisper grows louder, "You are the key." Unlock the curse. Alara pulls back, but the mirror holds her gaze. From the depths of the glass, a spectral hand emerges, grasping at the air. She stumbles, knocking over a candelabrum, plunging the room into near darkness. Her breath comes in ragged gasps as the hand retreats, but the mirror now shows not her reflection, but a twisted version of the manor, alive with ghostly figures. What ancient evil has she awakened? The door slams shut behind her, sealing her fate in this chamber of horrors. Trapped in the chamber, Alara pounds on the door, but it remains unyielding. The mirror's surface stabilizes, revealing a figure within. A translucent woman with flowing white hair and eyes like storm clouds. "I am Isolde, your foremother," the specter declares. "The curse of our blood binds us. You must confront the betrayal that damned our line." Alara demands answers. Isolde recounts how centuries ago, their family wielded forbidden magic to gain power, but a treacherous brother shattered the pact, cursing all descendants to relive his sins. As Isolde speaks, the room transforms. Walls bleed with illusory blood, and whispers fill the air. Alara feels a pull toward the mirror, her own eyes beginning to cloud. She resists, but visions assault her. Murders, deceptions, endless torment. The specter pleads, "Break the cycle or join us in eternal agony." Alara collapses to her knees, overwhelmed by the visions. Isolde explains that the mirror is a portal to the family's past sins. To break the curse, Alara must enter and confront the betrayer, her ancestor Thorn. "He resides in the fractured realm, feeding on our regrets," Isolde warns. Alara hesitates, but a sudden pain in her chest, the curse manifesting, forces her decision. She touches the mirror again, and her hand passes through. The glass pulls her in, the room fading behind her. She emerges in a distorted version of the manor, where time loops endlessly. Shadows lurk, whispering accusations. Alara calls out for Thorn, her voice echoing. A dark figure appears at the end of a hallway, laughing maniacally. The ground trembles as the curse awakens fully. In the fractured realm, Alara navigates twisting corridors where walls shift like living entities. Whispers reveal fragments of family history. Thorn's jealousy led him to sabotage a ritual, dooming his sister, Isolde, to eternal limbo. Alara encounters illusions of her own life, missed opportunities, hidden fears, testing her resolve. "You are weak like them all," Thorn's voice booms. She presses on, finding a chamber with a throne of bones. Thorn sits upon it, a decayed version of her grandfather, eyes burning with malice. "Join me, heir." "Embrace the power," he tempts. Alara refuses, drawing upon her inner strength. The throne animates, bones clattering to attack. She dodges, realizing the key is forgiveness, not confrontation. The realm quakes as her epiphany weakens the curse. As bones assail Alara, she chants words from her grandmother's journal, invoking ancestral light. The attacks falter. Thorn rises, his form swelling with dark energy. "You cannot forgive what you do not understand," he snarls. Visions show his betrayal. Driven by love for Isolde, he He destroyed the ritual to save her from its cost, but unleashed chaos instead. Elara sees the tragedy. Misguided love turned to curse. "I forgive you, Thorn. Release us," she declares. The realm shatters like glass. Fragments whirl, pulling Thorn into oblivion. Elara is hurled back to the real chamber, the mirror cracking. Isolde's voice fades. "You have freed us." The door unlocks, but a final whisper warns, "Beware the lingering shadows." Elara staggers from the chamber, the mirror's shards scattering like stars. The manor feels lighter, as if a weight has lifted. She descends the grand staircase, where portraits of ancestors now smile benignly. In the library, she pores over old tomes, discovering the curse's origin in a forbidden alliance with shadow spirits. A knock echoes, the village elder arrives, speaking of strange occurrences ceasing. "You have mended what was broken," he says. Elara nods, but notices a shadow in the corner, watching. That night dreams plague her, Thorn's face pleading for more. She awakens to find the amulet warm, a new rune etched upon it. The curse may be broken, but echoes remain. The next day, Elara ventures to the village, where folks whisper of lifted nightmares. An old seer approaches. "The veil is thin, you must seal it fully." She reveals a ritual requiring blood of the line. Elara returns to the manor, gathering ingredients, moonflower petals, ancestral ash. As she prepares, shadows lengthen unnaturally. A figure materializes, a remnant of Thorn, weaker but insistent. Sister's blood demands justice, it hisses. Elara performs the ritual, chanting under the full moon. The shadows writhe, attacking. She stands firm, her voice rising. The figure dissipates in a burst of light. Peace settles, but Elara senses a deeper mystery. Why did the curse begin? Delving deeper into family lore, Elara uncovers a hidden diary. It details how the first Voss forged a pact with shadow entities for immortality, but betrayed them, cursing the bloodline. The mirror was the seal. With this knowledge, Elara seeks the entity's realm. She re-enters the shattered mirror's remnants, finding a void of endless night. Voices accuse, "Betrayer." She offers restitution, a drop of her blood to mend the pact. The entities accept, but warn of consequences. Returning, Elara feels changed, her eyes now flecked with shadow. The manor restores itself magically. Villagers celebrate, but Elara knows the price: eternal vigilance against the darkness within. Months pass, and Elara adapts to her new role as guardian. Shadows no longer threaten, but dreams persist, visions of alternate paths where the curse prevails. One night, a stranger arrives, claiming kinship. "I am your lost cousin, drawn by the blood," he says. Elara welcomes him, but his eyes hold a familiar malice. He reveals himself as Thorn's echo, seeking to revive the curse. A battle ensues in the chamber. Elara uses her shadow-flecked powers to counter him. "You are forgiven but not forgotten," she proclaims. The echo vanishes, leaving a token, a ring of unity. Elara wears it, strengthening her resolve. With the echo defeated, Elara travels to distant lands, seeking others cursed by similar pacts. She encounters a wizard who teaches her to harness the shadow within. Balance is key, he advises. Returning home, she establishes a sanctuary for afflicted souls. One evening, Isolde appears briefly. "You have honored our line." Elara smiles, but a new vision warns of a greater threat, a council of betrayed entities plotting revenge. She prepares, forging alliances with old friends. The manor becomes a bastion of light against encroaching darkness. Elara's journey evolves from victim to protector, her story inspiring tales across realms. The council's threat manifests as storms ravaging the land. Elara rallies her allies, leading them into the entity's domain. There she confronts the leaders, colossal shadows with eyes of fire. "Your pacts are broken, leave our world," she commands. A fierce clash ensues, powers colliding in spectacular displays. Elara channels forgiveness, weakening them. One entity yields, revealing the curse's true origin, a god's fallen grace. With this knowledge, Elara seals the domain. The storms cease, and peace returns. She emerges a hero, but bears scars of the battle. Years later, Elara reflects on her life. The manor thrives as a school for magic. Students learn of the curse's lessons. One pupil, a young girl with similar eyes, asks, "Will shadows return?" Elara replies, "They always linger, but light prevails." That night, a final vision shows Thorn at peace. Elara closes the journal, the mirror now ordinary glass. She steps into the garden, where flowers bloom eternally. The story of the veil of forgotten blood becomes legend, warning of the dangers of unchecked ambition and the power of forgiveness. As legend spreads, Elara receives a mysterious visitor, a descendant from a parallel line. The veil thins again, he warns. Together, they investigate new disturbances. Shadows whisper of unfinished business. Elara uncovers a hidden artifact, the original Pact Stone. Destroying it requires a sacrifice. She offers her amulet, symbolizing her freedom. The stone shatters. Waves of energy purify the land. The visitor thanks her, vanishing into light. Elara stands alone, the curse truly ended. In the story's close, Elara gazes at the horizon, her heart at peace. The manor echoes with laughter of the living. She writes her tale, ensuring future generations remember. Forgiveness mends what betrayal breaks, she pens. As the sun sets, a gentle breeze carries whispers of gratitude from beyond. The veil of forgotten blood lifts forever, leaving only echoes of wonder in its wake.